Well, let's get on to the details now. You may want to call it endorsement of impunity. News that is beginning to build anger among ordinary Ghanaians and even legal brains. The story of the pro-NPP vigilante group Delta Force, who have been cleared of any charges after they stormed a court, threatened the judge and freed 13 of their members who were on trial for violently removing President Akufo-Addo's security coordinator for the Ashanti region. Here's what happened today. Now, a Kumasi High Court presided over by Her Honor Patricia Amponsa struck out the case against the 8 said to have freed 13 members of the Delta Force. The 8 had been charged with causing disturbances in court, resisting arrest and rescuing persons in lawful custody, but they were freed because the prosecution lacked evidence against them. The prosecution presented a response from the Attorney General after a docket was sent previously for advice on the case. Prosecutor ACP Ochre Dako told the courts that the police did not have enough evidence to support the charges leveled against the accused persons. We're live in Kumasi from where Kwesi Deborah joins me with some more details. He was in the court with us. Hello, Kwesi.
Yes, good to see.
Now, tell us the mood in court today. What was it like?
There was that of a jubilant mood. Well, I spoke with some of the members before the court session began, and they were quite hopeful that they will definitely win the case, and eventually they won the case. They are hopeful. They were, when they came out, I had a chat with them, and they were quite jubilant. They knew that the rule of law has prevailed, and that they have been vindicated, Gifty.
That's how they felt. But tell us about the demeanor of those people, the 8, when they were called in court. How were they? Were they excited? Were they anxious? Were they actually anticipating this, what we're discussing now?
Well, it was a mood of indifference, because I spoke with them, and it was as if there was nothing really happening. So it was indifference, should I say, not that of excitement or being anxious. But they knew very well that when they go in, definitely they will be acquitted.
The prosecution, we understand, did not or could not present any evidence against these people. Take us through the arguments they made in court.
Well, according to the counsel for the accusers, there were two, the two counsels, that is Matthew Appiah and also Kankambodu. They said that these things which were in as the supposed amateur footage, there was nothing which was there to implicate them, and that they were not present at the time when the incident was occurring, and that they were found somewhere. So, you know, they were arrested somewhere, not at the court premises. So they are saying that they were not at the court when the whole fracas was going on. So they are not to be blamed for everything which happened. Guilty.
A lot of people have said that this was glaring, this was in public domain, the evidence to the effect that these people actually went to the court to disrupt the court sitting. Did they present most of the videos that have been online about this, the rampage that happened? Did they present any of those in court?
We're talking about the amateur footage, and they are saying that the amateur footage, there's nothing in it to implicate them. They were not found in it. The accused persons were not found in the amateur footage. So definitely no one can accuse them of any wrongdoing, and that was their case. Guilty.
Over what you said again, it was quite difficult to hear you. If you could just wrap it up quickly for me.
Is the line breaking?
No, it's not. Go ahead.
Yes, as I said, now you know, the prosecutor came, that's ACP Ochre, and he said that there wasn't any evidence, and that followed an advice from the AG's department. So everything was carried out from the AG's department. He was supposed to give an advice today, and that is what he came out, that there wasn't any evidence implicating the 8, so they should be discharged.
Did the lawyer for these 8 people speak to you, Gary Nimako? Did he engage you, or did you engage him after the sitting?
Yes, I spoke with the counsel, the other counsel for the accused, Kankambodu rather. But we spoke with him offline, but we spoke with Kankambodu on record, and he was talking about the fact that the whole exercise was a faith-saving exercise by the prosecution and police service, just for the government to know that they are working. That absolutely there was nothing in it to charge the accused.
As we speak, these people, have they been I mean, they were freed. So are they home? Were we able to follow them from the court? Are they, I mean, going home and it's back to business as usual for them?
Yeah, we said on the compound, we also said at the court for a while. They were standing there. And I learned earlier that they were calling some other guys to come and pick them up. But well, I don't really know what they're going to do afterwards. But as we were going out the environment, they were still standing there.
I'm going to let you go in a bit, but tell us about how people have responded. What has been the reaction to this ruling in Kumasi?
Well, I've been speaking with the section of the public, and it's about them. Most of them told me that they think the rule of law didn't work in this case. They are saying that everything was clear, and everything was clear for them to prosecute these guys. But this is a case where the law court has allowed them to do it. And I spoke with some also who told me that it's normal for such a thing, for such a ruling to take place at this point in time where the MPP is in power. So others are blaming, they are thinking that the law court wasn't able to prevail. Others are also thinking that it's normal because it's a political era and it's the MPP's era, and everything, things of these nature, they are normal. Gifty.
All right, Kwesi, thank you very much for that update. Kwesi Deborah was in court for us earlier today, bringing us up to speed on what happened on that particular case. We'll be interrogating that matter further. The opposition NDC, of course, is unhappy about this development. In the studio with me will be Abi Efuseni. He's member of NDC MP for Sagnerugu. He'll be joining me to talk about this. But let me take a very quick break. I'll be right back.